My name is Holden, and today I got to watch the second Cloverfield movie in this sort of franchise. Now, before I continue, there are going to be some minor spoilers. I'm not going to release any big things like the ending or anything like that, but just beware. Firstly, I thought Mary Elizabeth Winstead did an excellent job in this movie. The movie itself encapsulated a lot of thrill, a lot of suspense, and excitement, something that I think these particular type of thriller movies sort of failed to do. In this particular case, had the main character not be totally useless. They're sort of stereotypically in, like, I get this isn't really a horror movie, but in that kind of context, have the main character not just do something really, really stupid to put themselves in the danger in the first place. So she's locked down in this bunker with John Goodman, and she's been told that the United States, or maybe even the whole world, has been attacked by either Russians or Martians, even, he says. And the person telling her this, in this case, John Goodman, just comes off as kind of being crazy and kind of being very conspiracy theorist. And I'm kind of reiterating again, is that Mary Elizabeth Winstead was not stupid throughout. She was very, very practical in the things that she was doing. You see her at the beginning, she's sort of carving this crutch leg to attack the guy. And this is sort of right off the bat. She's, oh my gosh, I'm locked up. This guy has me here. I'm going to get out. You see in horror movies how they like reach towards the door or something when the killer's on the other side. It doesn't have that. It's very practical, and I like it for that reason. Now, with that being said, this movie keeps you on your toes because you don't know. You at first think that John Goodman is just insane, and then you think, oh my gosh, he might be right. Then you think he's kind of nuts again, and then you think he's right. Then you think he's nuts, and then you think he's right. It's just all over the place, and it keeps you guessing, and that is great. John Goodman did a good job at being at convincingly being that sort of conspiracy theorist kind of guy, and I'm in charge. You see him slam his hands on the table, sort of intimidating, and you don't know if he can just snap at any moment. John Gallagher did a pretty good job at kind of being a more naive character, but also sort of like, I guess I'm going to side with Mary Elizabeth Winstead a little bit. What I find particularly frustrating about the Cloverfield movies is that, and I believe this is intentional, that they keep you in the dark. We didn't even get a trailer for this movie until like early to mid-January or something like that, and the movie came out in March. Even the trailer for 10 Cloverfield Lane is really, really ambiguous. You just see them sort of sitting there in the bunker. You see John Goodman doing this thing with his hands where he's like clenching them. But other than that, you really don't know what this movie is about. And when you're actually watching the movie, you still don't really know what's going on. Adding on top of that mystery, we don't know if the first Cloverfield movie and this movie are directly related. They don't really coincide well. You could make an argument that they, could be related just by the context, especially the ending in this one, but it's just not black and white. Are the Cloverfield movies tied together, or are they going to be like a sort of genre of movie? Of course, produced by J.J. Abrams. All in all, I would say that this movie is worth a watch in theaters. There were aspects in it. I saw it in IMAX, and there were parts that were just like, when it jolted at you, it was like, whoa, because it was just so loud and so well done. The sound was really, really good. It just really, really worked well, the way that the soundtrack went with it. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I thought that there were some scenes that might have been a little bit too drawn out, but it doesn't really take away from the whole movie viewing experience. In terms of rating, I'm going to give this one 4 out of 5 John Goodmans. Again, this one is worth a watch in theaters. If you watched it, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and what are some of your conspiracy theories regarding the first Cloverfield and this one? Do you think that they are tied somehow? Please let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed Cloverfield.